Okay. Akhil, Sachin, Sagar, Sumit, any more question apart from this?
No, Nitesh, I'm good with it. If I have, I'll ask.
Okay, perfect.
So,
She,
yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Can you show that presentation once?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So in what aspects specifically this ISTQB is useful that you can add?
That is why ISTQB I have covered.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Seetal, you have just joined. So Seetal, can you share your total years of experience, your current location, and why you want to do ISTQB? Sheetal, can you share, please? Sheetal, if you are speaking, you are on mute. Please unmute yourself and speak. Okay. Again, I don't know what is the challenge here, but Sheetal, if you can speak, I can understand why you have joined this demo. Shri, can you hear? Shri?
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
Nitish.
Yeah. So your total years of experience and your location and why you want to do ISTQB?
So actually, I have the 4 years of experience, and I joined also in the previous batch. Just I related the previous batch.
Yeah, you were there in the previous batch. Correct. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Shri, can you share your experience how it was in the previous batch?
Yes, Nitish. So it's a very useful to us because Nitish is very explaining everything very clearly, and he take personal caring who don't have any who don't feel the comfortable. So he will asking personally, and he giving a lot of support to us. So I felt it's a very useful to us.
Thank you so much, Shri. I'm sorry I couldn't realize that you have in the previous batch.
No.
Thank you. Sheetal, you have just joined, so could you please share?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I have completed Bachelor of Engineering.
So you are a fresher.
No, sir. I have 1 year of experience in software testing.
And your location?
Kolhapur.
Okay. And why you want to do ISTQB?
Career growth.
Okay. Okay, fair enough. So let's move on. What is ISTQB, guys? So let me open my screen here. ISTQB is nothing but it's an international software testing qualification board, which gives a pace, right? Someone has ping. I'm connecting with mobile. Sorry, I'm facing some issue. Shalini from Bangalore and for a career growth. Okay, I got it, Shalini. This is for you. And in the meantime, guys, please ping in the same WhatsApp group that you have joined the class, so others can also get intimation and they can join. So this is the certification which is important, and across worldwide it has been spreaded, right? And more than 10,65,000 people have given the exam on ISTQB as per July 2021, as per the official record, and only 7,74,000 people have cleared the certification. So in one sense, you can say this is a renowned certification, and this is known as a worldwide. Why? Because lot of ISTQB different countries have their own board, which you can say a kind of an umbrella, and under that umbrella every country have their own board. And this, if you do the ISTQB certification in India, that is valid in US, that is valid in UK, in any other country, and they are internationally certified, internationally recognized, right? So this is about ISTQB. Now let me open the country wise, right? If you will see here on my screen, every country have their own board. Like if I talk about India, then it is known as Indian Testing Board. If I talk about Russia, so it is known as ISTQB. If I open for Canada, it is CSTB. If I open for USA, it is ASTQB. So a lot of things you guys hear that someone has done ASTQB, someone has done ITB, someone from BSTQB, someone from Australia, which is known as ANZTB, right? But in among these different countries, 129 countries, Indian board is one of the toughest board they consider, right? Sometimes it happens people have done ASTQB, they say I am ASTQB certified, but UK territories they don't accept it. And again, I mean, in comparison to, let's suppose, not accepting in the sense that if two people are there, one is ITB certified, one is ASTQB certified. So they prefer the person who is ITB certified, right? So that is why Indian Testing Board is considered as one of the renowned certification among this ISTQB multiple certificates. And it is one of the toughest board, which I say, right? So what is ISTQB? You guys are aware about it? Any question, any doubt in this? Okay, now why ISTQB? Guys, for answering or for letting you this question, let me ask you one question. Any of you can reply. Let's suppose you have to visit, suppose you are driving a car, right? And you have to visit any mechanic to repair your car, and something happened to your car. So you have two choices. Either you go to a local mechanic who has a good experience and know how to fix the solution, how to fix the problem. And one is a certified authorized center. Where you will prefer to go? Any of you?
Certified authorized center.
Why, Akhil?
They are professionals, they are well trained, and we can feel it as authenticated work.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, Akhil. This is the reason why people do ISTQB. People sometimes give this clarification. I have a good knowledge. I am doing very excellent. Why I should do the certification? Absolutely, it is your choice. If you do not want to do certification, that is absolutely your choice. You can't do. But if here any of you take interviews, I mean not give, but take interviews, any of you? I hope, I'm not sure if any of you are taking, because you all are 4 to 5 years. Sagar, you take interviews?
No, Nitish, not it.
Okay, okay, no problem. So let's suppose your project has some opening of 4 to 5 resources having experience of 2 to 7 years. You got a lot of resume. Usually the first criteria is people look for the resume. They just check what is the experience, how many certification they have done. On that parameter basis, they shortlist the resume, and usually it happens. Here, your resume is the first impression which is created on interview side. If in my resume there are certification, like multiple certifications are there, definitely that is going to help, because experience will come later when I will go and give the interview. So that is why ISTQB helps you at least shortlist your resume. Again, I am saying it is not helping you to clear the interview, but it will help you to shortlist your resume at least. That is very important. So why people do ISTQB? To grow in their career, to know about the knowledge, to know what is exactly a testing. People think that testing is only doing the execution, logging the defect, retesting, and go move on. That is only people think, but it is more than that, right? It is a complete process which starts from requirement to acceptance testing. So it goes from a various phases, various documents are there, various test bases are there, so many things are there, various life cycle, various test levels, various a type of testing which a testing people do, right? And that is why nowadays, if you are looking, many of the openings, rather I should say more than 80% of the opening, they especially mention person should be ISTQB certified. Either if I am going to switch in my current organization from one project to another project, client are demanding for person should be ISTQB certified, because they believe, the testing, everyone knows, and testing is not, as a testing professional from last 16 years, I say testing is not a big deal, right? Even you call any 10th standard person, he can do the testing, but the difference between that person and you should be absolutely different. And this we learn in ISTQB, and that is why certification is important. One very factful thing I want to share here. In my resume, if you will see, I have done more than 38 certification. in various segmentation, whether it is domain or technical or anything. And believe me, till the date, I haven't found that my resume has not been shortlisted because of I was not matching for the skills. Yes, it was not selected. Might be my notice period or something or a salary package, but it was not selected on because of the skills. So this is why certification is important. That is why we do the certification. Now, who can do the ISTQB certification? So let's do some analysis. Here, if you will see, there is this is Indian Testing Board, which is again one of the part of ISTQB. So here we have a foundation, here we have an advanced, and here we have an agile extension. What I recommend that foundation should be done usually at 2 to rather 1 to 3 years of experience, right? Then you should go for advanced, right, which is your 3 to 6 years of experience, and in the similar time you can go for agile also, right, which you can do. So up to maximum 6 to 8 years of experience, you should do all this certification, right? Now sometimes people having 4 year, 5 year, 6 years, even 19 years of experience, people do ISTQB when later on they realize in their career ISTQB is important, so they do. So there is no any thumb rule, but what I recommend that up to 1 to 3 years of experience, people should do this foundation certification, right? And for doing ISTQB Agile or Advanced in ISTQB, it is clearly mentioned that you have to be foundation certified. Otherwise, these certification you can't give. So to clear to do advanced certification or for Agile, foundation is must. That is why foundation we should do at early stages, right? Now, uh, who can do ISTQB? Let's talk about that. So people who are from testing background, people who want to make their career into testing, people who are a fresher, people who are a business analyst or a developer also, they can do this ISTQB certification to gain the knowledge, to enhance what are the different processes we should follow as per ISTQB, what are the different ISO standards that we follow, what are the different CMI level we follow, what are the different test levels, how to write a test case, how to create, how to do the test design, what are the risks that we should take care, how to do the risk-based testing, right? To understand the complete process of a testing, people should do this certification. They can do this certification, right? Now, how ISTQB, that we will discuss later after this few more presentation. So first, let's talk about the ISTQB, what this chapter is containing. ISTQB foundation level basically contains 6 chapters. One is a fundamental of a testing, which tells you what is exactly a testing, that why testing is important, what is a testing, what are the principles behind the testing, why they are important principles, what is a fundamental test process, right? How we should start a process, whether we should get the requirement and start writing the test case, or there is something else we should do behind. We should do some reviews, so many mock-ups, walkthrough, inspection, right? Technical inspection, so many things we should do, or we should just get a document and start writing the test case and do the execution. What is the psychology of a testing? What is a different mindset of a testing people and the development people and the business analysts? How differently they see any of the object to test, right? So what is the psychology? What is a code of ethics? How you can make a good relationship with your other peer team members? So that is the first chapter contains of your fundamental of a testing. Now, second chapter is testing throughout the SDLC, which is software life cycle, right? So multiple life cycles are there, like there is a sequential, which is a waterfall V model, then there is iterative and incremental, that is agile. In agile, multiple things are there, like Kanban, Scrum, right? Extreme programming, prototyping, lot of things they are discussing about. Then multiple test levels, like there is a component, then there is a system, then there is a integration, then there is a uh, acceptance testing. Multiple test levels are there, multiple test types like functional, non-functional, experience based, multiple test types are there to understand a complete testing, right? Then maintenance testing, people usually think is a part of a STLC, which is absolutely not as per ISTQB. Then how to do the maintenance testing, what is the important thing, what you should do a precondition before starting of maintenance testing, like you can say what are the risks, how the your system is complex, which things we should take care. So that we understand under the maintenance testing in chapter number 2. Then third chapter is talking about the static techniques, which is about the review of a testing. What are the review processes? Who can participate in the review? How you can inform or how you can take interest to your management? They should support your review process. Multiple review process are there, like a walkthrough, inspection. There is a technical inspection. What are the different level? Which kind of a people participate in these levels? Who are the responsible if there is any review process update is required? How we can do the review process? What are the different ways of doing the review? How we can read the document? That we understand in chapter number 3, that is static testing, static techniques. Like we have seen that we get the requirement, we read it, and we raise our query, and query is resolved. Then we write our test case. This is usually followed, but ISTQB gives you a very different way to read and understand those documents and raise your concern. How we can use the different tools which you already have, like Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel. These are the tools how effectively we can use. That is considered in your ISTQB foundation level, chapter number 3. Then fourth chapter, up to here, they understand that you are aware about the testing processes. You are aware about the different life cycle. You are aware about the how to review the document. Now they consider your all query has been resolved. Now you can write your test cases, right? So test cases which you can write, what are the different ways of writing test case, like the experience based, and then black box test design technique, white box test design techniques, like which technique you should follow, which technique you should select. Like in, if you are doing a UI based testing, if you are doing a complex scenario testing, which technique you should follow. Usually what happens, we get the requirement, we write our test cases. We usually don't follow what is a different way to approach to write the test case, how to break the application, right? What is the bond, where we can apply the boundary value, where we can apply equivalence partition, where we can apply the UI based testing, where we apply the use case based testing, where we can apply the design testing, where we can apply the branch decision and statement coverage, where we can apply the actor based testing, right? So these are the different approaches which tells in chapter number 4 to write your test cases. Then fifth chapter is about your test management. Like you have written your test case. Now you can plug them into your multiple test cycles. That is a test suits, how on what basis you can implement them and how you can execute those test cases, right? So there is a way that they tells what are the different test organization, like what is a different independent level of a testing peoples that they get involved, what is the planning and estimation, how you can do, what is the difference between test planning and test strategy, right? How you can monitor your monitoring your day-to-day activity, how you can control, like a risk control, how you can do, what are the mitigation and contingency plan which you can make, how you do the configuration management, why it is important, how you can do the risk, what are the different risks like product and project risks that you should take care during your testing, what are the different steps you should make to mitigate those risks, and how you do the incidence management, that is how you manage the defect during your testing, right? And what are the different reports that you should send on a daily basis, and once testing has been completed, so what are the different reports that you should share with your different stakeholders. So up to fifth chapter they complete. Now your testing has been completed, but to support these activities, what are the different tools which you can use, right? How effectively you can use the tool, that they tells in chapter number 6. And how you can, if let's suppose in previous organization I have used one tool and I would like to introduce the same tool in my current organization, what are the different steps you can follow, you can introduce to your management, that those tools can be used and they will be more effectively and they will make your testing more effective. So what are the different steps you can follow to introduce a new tool? So this is about the 6 chapters. Any question, any doubt? Akhil, Sachin, Sagar, Seetal, Shri, and Rashmi, Salini, sorry. Any question till now?
No, Nitish, we are good.
Perfect. Now let's talk about, there are 6 chapters, as I said. You have 40 questions single choice, right? In the examination, there is no negative marking. It is a duration of 75 minutes. And nowadays they are doing online based, proctor based examination. So you can give exam from your home. right? One question contains 1 marks and 26 marks are required to clear the exam, means 65% you should achieve to clear the certificate, right? If I bifurcate as per the chapter wise, so one contains 7 questions, 2 contains 6 questions, 3 contains 3 questions, 4 contains 12 questions, chapter number 5 contains 8 questions, and 6 contains 4 chapters, total 40 questions that has been asked from this syllabus. Let me open few more things, like let me show you this is the syllabus, right? This is the syllabus of ISTQB, which we are going to study. Right, like I said, 3 is the review process, then 4th is your design technique, boundary value and all these things, then 6th chapter. So this is then 5th chapter, then 6th chapter is about defect management, incidents management, the 6th chapter is about tool supporting. Right now, let's talk about how Refer Me group is going to help. Like I said, we are planning for a 44th batch. Previously, we have done for 43rd batch, right? Apart from that, in terms of the material, you guys, if any of you are going to join our 44th batch, you don't need to consult anywhere else. No need to refer any other document. Each and everything will be provided by us, like multiple study materials and mock test paper. If I talk about, there are 17 complete mock test paper having 40 questions, and these are the best selling for us also in Udemy, right? So these 17 mock test paper will be given to you with their answers. Once we will finish each chapter, so the 6 mock test paper has been shared with you, and they contains as per the chapter wise, and study material, as I said, will be shared with you, right? And let me share one more thing. This is our 43rd batch, which we have finished a few days before. I mean, it is taking some time, right? So here you can see that we share all the details, right? Correct. Whatever it is required, so we share all the details with the batch, right? And like here you can see, right, everything is shared by us, so no need to refer any other document, right? So guys, here we have covered everything. Now let's talk about the fees part. So it's a workshop fees which we have not changed since very long, and the same workshop fees is going on, which is 7,000 rupees, and we are giving 1,500 rupees discount for early bird registration, and it is for a first 5 people who will do. And if you are referring anyone, then 500 rupees extra discount, and you can pay in 2 installment, but within a month. You can pay by Google Pay, Paytm, Phone Pay on this number. This will be a weekend classes, 2 hours for Saturday and Sunday. Time will be decided as per the participant, means if let's say majority people are saying that we can keep the class in the evening, we will keep in the evening. For rest who are not comfortable to continue the class, 100% fees will be refunded. And if anyone wants the fee receipt, then we give the fee receipt with 18% GST, because we have to charge for GST, and you can reclaim your bill once GST number is there. And we share the 17 complete mock test paper, 6 mock test paper, study material, and live. Yes, one more thing. There is a lifetime access for the classroom videos that we record during the class, and you have given the lifetime access to those videos, right? So this is about the workshop. And one more thing, this workshop fees does not include your examination fees. That is a separate which you pay to your to ISTQB, right? So this is about here. Any question, anything, any of you, Akhil and Sachin, Sagar, Shri, Seetal, Salini, sorry. Any question, guys? Akhil, Shalini, Sachin, Sagar.
Good from my end.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. So can we close this session? Anyone, if any of you are interested, please ping in the group. Sachin, this PPT is for Refer Me group, so you can ask from a Refer Me group person, right? I mean, there is nothing in the PPT. You can find it on internet.
I think we can have that in the ISTQB official
Yeah,
website.
correct. It's on ISTQB website, right? So here we are closing the session. Kiran, hi, you have just joined, and we are about to close this session. I will share the recording with the Refer Me group, and they will upload on their YouTube channel. You can find it there, right? And people who want to register can ping individual on the same WhatsApp group. And like I said before, it's a 1,500 rupees discount for the first 5 registration. And we are going to start this 44th batch on the coming weekend. Fine. So I'm closing this session here. Thank you so much for joining, and decide yourself, guys. Again, I'm not saying you should come and do the things from Refer Me group. From wherever you want to do, you can do the thing. But most important is that update yourself, which is very important, right? Because nowadays market is very much demanding and they are increasing the things. Even I have found so many people have done that workshop or training from other technical institution, and they came back to us to clear the examination. Some people think that I will purchase from Udemy some mock test paper and I will solve it. Usually I mean, in Udemy, there is no I should say discipline is most important, which usually we couldn't follow. And that is why don't compare with the money part, compare with your career growth. Tomorrow, if with this certification you are going, definitely your number of calls will increase, right? Kiran, you have just joined, so are you there? Okay, anyways, so thank you so much. Kiran, I'm sorry you have missed something. If you have any question, you can unmute and ask. Kiran, if you have any question, you can unmute and ask, or you can type in chat. I will read on your behalf. Okay. So, Kiran, this is ISTQB certification. Are you from the testing background? Okay. So, Kiran, this is a certification which is internationally recognized, ISTQB certification, and people do this certification for their career growth and the knowledge purpose. Rest, what we have covered, that what is ISTQB, why ISTQB, who can do, when, and how ISTQB, and what are the different chapters. That is 6 chapters in ISTQB that you can watch the video. It's a very small video, right? And how we clear the examination and how Refer Me group is going to help you to clear the examination. Fine. Fair enough. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Kiran. Thank you, Sachin. Thank you, Shri, and thank you, Sagar, and thank you, Shalini, for joining this session. Take care. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nitish. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.